Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're heading straight to the picturesque rolling hills of West Dorset, right near the famous Jurassic Coast. Look, if you're planning a trip to the vibrant and honestly just incredibly charming Beaminster Festival, you are in exactly the right place. Consider this your ultimate stress-free playbook. Whether you're a total arts aficionado or just looking for a brilliant weekend getaway, we've got the whole shebang covered for you. Let's dive right in.
This isn't just any ordinary event. Artistic director Lois Pearson really hit the nail on the head when she described the festival's return as a much-needed feast of live music after 2 years of cultural famine during the pandemic. You can literally feel that celebratory tone in the air. It's all about community, feeding the soul, and bringing a truly spectacular roster of talent back to a town that just loves the arts.
To make sure you get the absolute most out of your visit, here's our game plan. We're going to cover the triumphant festival return, exploring talent in the town, family fun and school concerts, venues and local refreshments, staying in historic Beaminster, and finally, those absolutely crucial booking tips. Let's get to it.
Kicking things off with Section 1, the triumphant festival return. The big draw here is the sheer quality of the performances. People travel from literally all over to experience the high caliber of art, jazz, and classical music that Beaminster brings to Dorset.
What's really amazing to me is the juxtaposition. You've got this quaint Honeystone market town hosting truly world-class arts. I mean, the bar is set incredibly high. We're talking classical recitals by heavy hitters like Raphael Wallfisch and Alim Beyzembayev, who, by the way, won the Leeds piano competition. But hey, it's not just classical. You get super cool jazz from the Dominic Aldis Trio and brilliant folk music from bands like the Roving Crows that literally get the whole crowd up and dancing right from the start.
Moving on to Section 2, exploring talent in the town. While the international stars are a massive draw, let's pivot to the heart of the community charm. Because one of the most unique aspects of the Beaminster Festival is its focus on hyper-local exhibits. So what's really fascinating here is the sheer variety of delightful, kind of quirky local hobbies showcased at the public hall during the Talent in the Town exhibition. It's like a fascinating peek into what locals do with their spare time. You'll find everything from clock mending and upholstery to calligraphy, weaving, and, get this, intricate model opera houses. It's wonderfully non-commercial and non-competitive, which just makes it an absolute joy to wander through.
And honestly, the best part? It's totally free to enter. The atmosphere is incredibly welcoming, complete with live background music played by local amateur musicians. And while you're browsing the exhibits, you can grab a cup of tea and a slice of cake, knowing that every penny from those sales goes directly to support the local Prout Bridge project. It really is community spirit at its absolute finest.
All right, Section 3, family fun and school concerts. If you thought this festival was just a stuffy, adults-only classical concert series, well, think again. The organizers have put a major focus on family-friendly events and really getting local schools involved.
This right here brilliantly illustrates their commitment to youth accessibility. Listen to this. While a reserved central seat for an adult evening concert runs about £24, student tickets for under 18s at St. Mary's Church events are heavily subsidized down to just £2. I know, right? Just £2? It's a fantastic initiative to make sure the next generation can experience world-class live music without totally breaking the bank.
So what exactly can families and kids enjoy? A whole lot, actually. The Pantaloons put on this hilarious family-friendly show covering the history of Britain. Local schools getting on the action too, setting a really sunny mood with the South Parrot Steel Band. Plus, you can watch the Mountjoy pupils perform with their handbells team, and kids even get the rare chance to hear what huge church organs and twinkly bells sound like up close. Oh, and there are also fantastic Q&A sessions with pupils from the prestigious Yehudi Menuhin School. Next up, Section 4, venues and local refreshments. Because let's face it, when you're hopping between a morning coffee concert and an afternoon literary talk, you definitely need to know your way around town, and more importantly, where to eat.
So let me be your tour guide for a second and map out exactly where you can refuel near the main stages. Say you've just attended a beautiful recital at St. Mary's Church. You're right near the award-winning Brassica restaurant, or you can easily grab a coffee at the Olerod Hotel Bar. Over near the Yarnbarton Center, you can grab a quick bite at Kingfisher Fish and Chips, or maybe sit down for a nice meal at the Beaminster Curry House. And if you're checking out the talent at the public hall, the Trading Post and Vegetarian Cafe is right nearby. It's all super convenient.
Now, a quick but absolutely vital logistical note about St. Mary's Church. There are steps up from the street to enter the venue. So if you need accessibility access, just follow these 2 simple steps.
First, make sure you book your wheelchair space in advance with the box office. Second, and this is the crucial part, you must call 01308-862-943 to ensure the disabled access lift on Church Street is actually manned when you arrive, because otherwise it's not operated. Easy enough, right?
Moving into Section 5, staying in historic Beaminster. With your days all planned out, you're going to need a place to crash. Let's talk accommodation and paint a picture of exactly the kind of town you'll be staying in.
Beaminster is this incredibly picturesque Georgian market town, boasting roughly 200 listed historic buildings. 200! It used to be a major center for manufacturing wool and linens. So staying here literally means waking up surrounded by gorgeous architecture, right on the edge of the Dorset area of outstanding natural beauty, and just a short trip from the Jurassic coast. It's stunning.
Now, because of its small size, places to stay are pretty limited and highly sought after. A top accommodation pick has to be the Ulla Road. It's this idyllic country escape, a 13th century Honeystone house with completely unique rooms. If you really want to indulge, you can even book a luxury suite complete with 4-poster beds and fine fret linens. It is the perfect place to rest your head after a long, wonderful day of festival activities.
And that brings us to Section 6, Essential Festival Booking Tips. We've reached our final action plan. You know what to see, where to eat, and where to sleep. Now let's make sure you know exactly how to secure your spot.
Let's walk through how this works, because the festival uses a staggered priority booking system. The absolute best news? Booking online or by phone incurs 0 booking fees. None. The timeline kicks off on March 23rd for Platinum and Gold sponsors. Then, over the following 2 weeks, Silver, Committee, Bronze, and Friends tiers are granted access. Finally, on April 7th, booking opens to the general public. Pro tip, if you want to jump the queue for next year, becoming a friend or sponsor of the festival is definitely the way to do it.
But hey, before we wrap up, there's another incredible way to experience the festival: volunteering. They need all kinds of help, from the green team who cater for the performers in the green room, to drivers, stewards, and even folks to provide bed and breakfast for the artists. Not only is it a fantastic way to support the arts, but volunteers can also claim expenses, earn complimentary tickets, and get the really unique opportunity to meet and mingle with the world-class performers firsthand. How cool is that?
So, here is my final question for you to ponder. Are you ready to book your tickets and experience the glorious Beaminster Festival right from the audience? Or are you inspired to go behind the scenes and become a volunteer? Either way, an incredible cultural feast awaits you down in Dorset. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy festival planning.